Okay, are you ready for part 2 of pH? Now, before we get started with my scale, the chart, I'm going to give you some real world examples of how important pH is. So we just finished getting soil ready for the tomatoes, and we wanted to get it close to 6, and we did through composting. Now lavender, on the other hand, because I do have some lavender seeds I'm going to be seeding today, is more slightly alkaline, so it's going to be closer to a little over 7 actually. So with that in mind, if you're thinking of what's going on underground, which is this fabulous universe, and having to adjust it because we as humans have created such a mess in so many ways, how do we adjust it naturally, and how do we, we have to be smart about it. So are you going to put lavender next to a tomato? It's not going to make sense because you're going to have to keep adjusting the soil, and they're in the soil together right there. Now basil, on the other hand, is a companion plant for the tomatoes because it has a more acidic pH level needed, and it also helps for pest control. So as you're gardening, you need to know these things so that everything works together well. Okay, and so here is my chart. The pH level scale is 1 through 14, with acidic range being from 1 to 6, neutral 7, which water should be neutral, and alkaline 8 to 14. And I love doing the colors. I encourage my students to do the colors, my children at home, when they're creating. Not only writing it down helps you retain it, and then the colors just really spark the imagination and help you focus. So I love those little tidbits. And right now, with so many families helping to educate at home, I just feel like I want to bring up those little strategies that will go a long way. Okay, and pH is the measure of hydrogen and its potential hydrogen, and it's so important because, again, there is behavior of chemicals, and you saw with the compost being put into the other soil I had, there was a chemical reaction, and there we lowered the pH from that. Nutrients, some plants need more aluminum, some don't. So if you have, like again, the tomato plant needs more acidic soil, which means there's not as much aluminum, and because if there's too much, it could be toxic. So all of that is important. The biological functions, microbial activity. We have microorganisms, macroorganisms, like I said, a universe of all these underground creatures working together, and so pH just helps keeps that going. And worms, my love for worms. So worms will definitely help and will adjust. So anything that is not healthy, once those worms take it in and poo it out, it becomes healthy. So it's really interesting. You can tell I'm fascinated, and hopefully my passion about it will get you excited. And I could go for days with the mind map on the science behind it, but I'll leave that to my geometry and nature, which I always add science to. So you all have a great day, and if you have questions, post them on my Facebook page. Again, please share your great ideas too. Have a great day.